Denham Springs High School Baseball is on the air. Denham Springs High School Baseball broadcast, a John Fine production. On Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube. Please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. With Yellow Jackets color commentator David Bourke and producer John Fine. Here now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Good evening and welcome to Yellow Jackets Baseball as the Yellow Jackets host the Prairieville Hurricanes here in a District 5-5A matchup on the campus of Denham Springs High School. I'm Josh Ward. Great to have you along here with us for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up brought to you by Sporting Center. Proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977 at Sporting Center. They've got everything you need from athletic equipment to school uniforms. So go see Stacey Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff at Sporting Center. That is 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. All right, a bright and sunny night here for a evening baseball game between the Yellow Jackets and the Hurricanes. Pushed back 30 minutes. It was supposed to have first pitch at 6 o'clock. That will now be at 6:30 as a little bit of weather moved through the area a couple of hours ago. So they moved this one back 30 minutes. But again, first pitch coming up at 6:30. We have a lot to get to before then. We'll do our Denham roundup, kind of go around campus to tell you what all is going on, athletics and otherwise. But first off, we will have powerlifting coach Joe Ryan joining us right here, and it will be coming up after this timeout. Again, this is Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, district matchup between the Hurricanes and the Yellow Jackets. We're back after this on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays. All-you-can-eat boiled shrimp Monday nights. Dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill, Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, Aspen Square, delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sporting Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sporting Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sporting Center. More than just a sports store.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Hebert, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. It is the Yellow Jackets and the Hurricanes of Prairieville, District 5-5A matchup. But before we get to that, we are joined by our special guest. And Coach, I was thinking about this before, Coach Joe Ryan, powerlifting coach. As often as I see you, I rarely get a chance to talk to you because you're usually on the field hyping the guys up before a kickoff. And you powerlifting guys, y'all have you got a different thing inside of you.
Yeah, it's a little bit different of a atmosphere, I guess.
It is, yes, a little bit. And speaking of powerlifting, y'all just got back from New Orleans over the weekend. Tell us about that, how it was. Y'all had a good crew go out there and gave it a good showing and had a good time and some good experience for those athletes.
Yeah, it could have been better, could have been worse,
sure.
I think. Last year our girls finished 21st in the state. This year we finished 5th. So that's a dramatic
nice jump,
turnaround,
yes.
Right? So we had 3 girls finish on the podium, so top 3. We had a state champion in the 114-pound weight class, Noemi Blancart. We also had in the 165-pound weight class, Gabby Hare finished 3rd, which last year she didn't even make it to the state championship. She only made it to regionals. And then we had Adina Alau in the 220-pound weight class, who, again, didn't make state last year and then finished on the podium this year.
Pretty impressive. And talk about the boys' side. I know Debo Scott has been making a name for himself as he did on the football field for Coach Beard, but for you guys, he is the holder of some state records.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that state record got broken this weekend. It did by a young man from West Monroe, and then Debo. We just didn't have our best day, and he actually bombed out of the meet, so he didn't make it all the way to the end. But hopefully, he'll qualify for a national meet that we can take him to back in May. Late May, to where he can be a national champion, maybe.
And there was a few other guys from the football field that I know, like Max Ars was on that crew. So how easy is it for them to transition from football with what y'all do there with the strength and conditioning to powerlifting? Is it an easy transition for them?
Well, so it's actually a super easy transition because I'm the strength coach of the whole school.
Right.
so it's very easy. Any sport. I like to say it like this. We stick to the meat and potatoes here when it comes to the strength and conditioning program, that we're going to do the things that make athletes.
Yeah.
These kids train like athletes year-round. Powerlifting is really the only sport that it's a little bit niche to where squat, bench, and deadlift are your main lifts. So we train them year-round to get ready for that type of stuff. And the only real, learning curve would be getting in the gear. And with the football guys, it's a little bit different because basically we have the month of December to get them ready in the gear, to get ready for the season, and then we hit the ground running. I mean, you only have 4 short weeks before the cutoff comes, and then it's time for regionals. So it's got to be quick.
When you're doing the whole school, as you said, what are some of the things that you do, or I guess more so, how do you set a plan out for each program throughout the campus here at Denham Springs?
So, I hear it all the time, give me a sport-specific workout, where if you can show me that, then I'll believe in it. But there's really no sport-specific workout. I train them like they're athletes. I base everything around Olympic lifting. So we'll clean, we'll front squat. We dumbbell snatch. We don't necessarily snatch with a bar, but we back squat all the time. We bench. Every different type of thing you can think of we do, and especially in the new weight room, there was no stone unturned in there. That there's stuff in there that colleges don't even have. A good friend of mine who used to be at Live Oak, Jared Myatt, who is now at Indiana, just won a national championship, and he came and visited,
that's right.
And he said that our weight room's better than theirs up there currently.
That's crazy. That's pretty impressive to hear. And speaking of that, we've talked to Coach Bourke about it, what he does from the training side of it. From your side of it, how much input did you have in that and trying to put some of those things in there to make the players more successful?
So from the ground up, from the coloring of the racks to the designs on the racks, what attachments we have for the racks, everything like that. Coach Beard and I really, really worked hand in hand on what we're going to do. A lot of what I do and try to do is if we have kids who are injured, try to get them, the return to play protocol, working with Coach Bourke and his staff to try and get our players in-house and try and get them strengthened up to get back on the field, or whatever injury it may be, from hamstrings to shoulder injuries to knees to ankles, anything. We try our best to kind of mitigate them being out and about and going different places when we can just do it all in-house and kind of have that there for us.
Are there any times that a head coach from another program comes to you and specifically says, I need my players to do this better, or I need them to get stronger in this area? Do they come to you for that specifically, and then you try to set a plan for that?
Absolutely. Obviously our basketballs and our volleyball team, we need to jump more.
Yeah.
The more we jump, the more explosive we are, the better we're going to be. And a lot of that comes from our hip flexors. We squat a lot, we Olympic lift a lot, we jump a lot with those sports. But a lot of it is just with these age groups from 14 to 18 years old, it's just building toughness and building intent and effort. That's half the battle. If they just show up every day with intent and effort, everything's going to take care of itself after that. In
your time as a powerlifting coach and strength and conditioning, what are some of the changes you've seen from the athletes that you see come through it? It seems like the more I'm around the kids, they're bigger and they're taller and they're quicker at times, and it just seems like the athlete has changed a bit. And is there anything that you could attribute to that, or is it just strictly what they do in the weight room?
A lot of it, it's just the times we're in that kids are playing sports earlier. The myth when we were all growing up was, don't work out, it's going to stunt your growth, which is a complete lie. Yeah. All it's doing is building density in our bones and protecting us, actually. My own kids started lifting when they were 7 and 8 years old, and they competitively lifted and still kind of do every now and then. But, you see kids, I guess really the thing that you see that you don't like seeing these days is the specialization of sport. You see a lot of that, and back again when we were growing up, it was you did other sports to create skill for the sport you mainly play. Let's just take football as an example. Playing baseball kind of put you out there alone and put you in that competitive environment that, bottom of the ninth and you're up to bat and there's 2 strikes and we got to be competitive here. And that carries over to the football field or whatever sport it may be. So I think you see a lot these days that kids are starting to specialize earlier on when if you just play every sport you can while you can, it's going to get you a lot better in that sport.
Coach, before we get you out of here, I know that your program with powerlifting went through something just unimaginable and unthinkable back on November 30th, where you lost a member of the team at such a young age. And I know the rest of the season y'all have carried her legacy, and y'all did lifting for her, and y'all kind of carried that. And just talk about how this team came together around such a tough tragedy and really carried on when it was, it's easy to try to put your head in the sand. And it seems like your program really rallied around each other and came together as a one big cohesive group and got each other through this.
It's funny you bring that up. I've thought about this whole weekend is that I can't say enough about these kids in this group. You're not supposed to have favorites, but as a group of kids and a group of seniors, this group really, really showed us a lot of toughness this year because some of those kids have never lost anyone. And, to do what they did, to become leaders, to become really a family, I can't say enough about them and how they carried themselves and they stuck through it, whether it was a good day or a bad day. They showed up every day. They did the right thing. They loved Denham Springs. They loved lifting for us. They love her still to this day and carry her memory on. So I really can't say enough about them. It's just the toughness they showed, no matter if it was a championship or not. We showed a lot of toughness throughout the season and carried on and persevered to live through her memory.
Yeah, what was it? Live for
Lotta.
Live for Lotta. Yeah,
yes,
and I know that was something that was kind of a calling card that y'all had this year. And I was thinking about it earlier today before I was going to ask you, about how y'all dealt through that. And it's just, young people can be, ducks that water roll off their back, but at the end of the day, they're young people who lost a classmate, a teammate, and it's just. It's just something you can't imagine having to go through, and just how you held it together, how they held it together was really impressive, and I know that y'all will continue to keep her legacy alive throughout the years that are coming up, and I know they will as well. So
yes, sir,
for her family and for all of y'all, I know a lot of people are still with y'all on all of that.
Oh,
so,
yes, sir.
So, Coach, appreciate the time, enjoyed the visit, and hope to see you again soon. I'll try not to bother you when you're on the football field, man. It's too intense for me.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was powerlifting coach Joe Ryan. We will be back after this timeout on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, You Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5 Star Printing, Sport Clips, Livingston Parish Sheriff Jason Ard, and Cool Kings Heating and Air. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays, all you can eat boiled shrimp Monday nights, dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill, Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, Aspen Square, delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sporting Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sporting Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sporting Center, more than just a sports store.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op, your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. DEMCO, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
Welcome back in. It is the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up as the Yellow Jackets and the Prairieville Hurricanes will lock it up here. First pitch coming up at 6:30 in a District 5 5A matchup for these two teams. We come to you live tonight on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. As always, ask that you give it a like and subscribe. We come to you on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. Josh Ward alongside with you. Lamine Figueroa back at the studio. Christine Pappas stepping in on the camera for us this evening. Got Darren Ferrente as well. John Fine out at the front gate handing out some cards. And Coach Bourke is parts unknown right now, so we'll hopefully find him before first pitch. But if not, we'll just we'll hand the microphone around the press box up here and see what happens. How about that? All right, so let's do a quick little Denham Springs roundup here. What's been going on around campus. Softball. Under head coach Amanda DeSell in her first year, current record, they are 7-17. They are currently sitting at a power rating of 35. Their last game out, it was 11-1 loss to Central. That was on Saturday. Next game is tonight as they are over on the campus of Santa Maria taking on the Lady Gators. And then on Thursday, they will be home against Dutchtown, and we will have that game for you right here at DS Jacket Vision. We'll have it as well on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com, as it will be Coach Bourke and Darren Ferrente for that one. So stay tuned for that. That, again, is on Thursday, a District 5 5A matchup for the Lady Jackets and the Lady Griffins. All right, bowling has been underway, and the boys were in the playoffs as a 15 seed, and they knocked out the 2-seed Terrebonne yesterday, 17-10, and then they lost the next match to 7-seed Brother Martin, 18.5-8.5. Darren, again, a Brother Martin team getting Denham Springs. So that would end the Yellow Jackets boys bowling season, but another great season on the lanes for Denham Springs. For the girls, and they are in the playoffs as a 6 seed, and they will host St. Scholastica, the 11 seed, Wednesday at 12:15 over at All-Star Lanes. If they win that one, they will advance to play the next regional round, which will be the winner of 3 seed Santa Maria and 14 seed Dutchtown. Quick couple of reminders here before we get to this first pitch as well. I want to remind you that the DSAA golf tournament, which is going to be coming up on June 5th, it is a 9 a.m. tee time scramble. So if you want information for that, still time to check that out. Of course, contact Julie Jacobson or Paul Guitro. Paul Guitro's number, 225-754-2581. Again, that is the DSAA golf tournament, June 5th, so be looking out for that as well. Coaches are meeting at home plate right now as we speak. And again, here for tonight, it is the Yellow Jackets with first-year head coach Craig Costello. They are currently 9-18 on the season, power rating of 31. Last game out, they lost 12-1 at Dutchtown on Saturday, and their next game will be Thursday, where they will trade places with Prairieville and head over to face the Hurricanes from their home stadium. All right, we are going to take a timeout. When we come back, I will be joined by Coach David Bourke. Stay with us. We are back after this timeout on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care in Central, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Triton Outpatient Clinic, El King Company, and Todd Caruso, Attorney at Law. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Aber, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Welcome back in. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Josh Ward alongside Coach David Bourke. And Coach found out there during the break that you didn't know you were supposed to be here for this one. So we're going to have a long talk with John Fine after this and figure out what happened there. Because I'm going to go ahead and just blame him.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm always excited to be here, especially to be on the radio show. I just didn't know. I might have to double and run on the field. Hopefully there's no injuries tonight.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we were talking with Coach Joe Ryan before you came on, and was curious how close you two work together. He mentioned that y'all two, when y'all were trying to get players back on the field, that y'all kind of worked together and getting that plan for that athlete to get back sooner.
Yeah, Coach Ryan, he played football here. I was his trainer when he was here back in the day, and he does a great job in the weight room preparing our athletes, which has really lowered our number of injuries on the field and in competitive sports. So we try to get most of our sports in there. He does an unbelievable job. His knowledge on it is incredible, and we're lucky to have him.
No doubt, and just talking about how important it is that when y'all are getting these athletes back out there, that it is y'all two working together does so well, and the facility y'all have now, as y'all talked about now. But coaches, we're looking at this one here tonight between the Yellow Jackets and the Hurricanes. Hurricanes came out 0-3 in District 5A play and then won 5 in a row, so they're off to they were off to a slow start. Now they kind of got things rolling district-wise under Cade Cowan over there, and he's someone that we are a little familiar with here at Denham Springs as well.
Yes, Coach Cowan actually coached here for a little bit.
That's
he
right.
did football and baseball here, and he moved on to EA, did a great job there, and now he's at Prairieville building a program over there. I believe they're coming off a win at Walker, so they are playing real good right now, and we kind of knew that because Prairieville, as they continue to grow, man, they're going to be good in all their sports, football, baseball, softball. So it's going to be real good for us because we're in the same district with them, very competitive. But yeah, he does a good job with them.
And talk about how competitive this district is. I mean, both softball and baseball, this district puts out some really good teams with some really good talent that make some good runs in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. I think we're in one of the toughest districts in the state.
I would have to agree.
With Ascension Schools and us. So it's going to be interesting to see. You've always got Live Oak, Walkers at the top this year. And then, I mean, all the Ascension Schools, Dutchtown, Centermore, now with Prairieville added to the mix, it just makes our district so much tougher.
Are you surprised how quickly it seems most of the programs at Prairieville, from football all the way down, in their second years are really making bigger strides, and I think people expect them to that quick?
Yeah, they made the jump real quick, kind of like Southside and Youngsville did. They had a chance to play for a semifinal last year in football, and they're real competitive in all their sports, and it only took them a couple of years to get moving.
All right, we're going to take a time out for the national anthem. When we come back, first pitch will be ready for you on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98.
And the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better.
So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aspen Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com. DenhamSprings.com.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy and Gift Shop, Sport Clips, Modad Companies, Baton Rouge KOA Campground of Denham Springs, Dr. Brandon Wax, the Eye Center of Denham Springs, Shea Landry Milestone Title, Livingston Parish Assessor Jeff Taylor, and Brandon and Courtney Rishu with Whistle Stop Cafe. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It's kind of hot in here.
Welcome back into the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. That will close it for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Of course, always brought to you by Sporting Center, where they are proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. So go see Stacey Phipps, James and McCants, and their terrific staff over at Sporting Center. Real quick, we'll get you the batting lineup for Prairieville. Leading off will be number 2, shortstop Liam Watkins, and the 2-hole will be number 24, catcher Grant Gautreau. Batting third will be number 8, third baseman Dylan McClure. In the 4 spot is number 13, right fielder Luke Gisclair. Batting fifth, number 23, designated hitter Riley Bonvillian. At number 6, in the 6th spot, it is number 1, Cade Rowell at center field. And batting 7th is left fielder Hudson Detman, wearing number 4. Batting 8th is first baseman, number 25, Carter Leak. And in the 9th spot will be second baseman Colton Morris. And pitcher is number 7, Cade Schramm. Now we will get you the Yellow Jackets starting lineup, and it will look like this. It'll be batting first, second baseman 28, Eli Parton. Batting second, catcher number 18, Devin Reese. Batting third, center fielder number 1, Blaze Bergeron. Batting fourth, left fielder number 7, Parker Stanley. Batting fifth, first baseman Tanner Chalette. Batting sixth, shortstop number 16, Joseph Bernard. And right field and batting seventh is Jaden Watts. Batting eighth, third baseman number 14, Cole McPherson. And in the designated hitter spot at number 9 is number 20, Luke Wilson. And the pitcher for tonight, number 11, Bryson Smith. That is your lineup for the Yellow Jackets. And Bryson Smith pitched to Dandy at Live Oak the other night, a one-hit shutout.
Yes,
to
he
beat
did.
the Eagles 6-0.
Yes, he did a great job. He threw outs. You know, he didn't walk. He hardly walked anybody, maybe 1 or 2 batters, and he attacked the zone. He gave us a chance to play defense.
All right, we are ready to get this one underway here from campus of Denham Springs High School. Bryson Smith, right-handed pitcher on the mound. First pitch on the way, and we are underway, and it is going to be on the corner, strike 1.
Yeah, that's what Bryson did the other day against Live Oak. He just filled it up and gave us a great chance at it.
0-1 pitch. Smith will deliver. Going to be outside corner for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Smith will rock and fire. Going to be on the outside corner and strike 2. So Bryson Smith hits the inside corner and the outside corner, and he's up in the count.
Yeah, Bryson does a good job of spotting his fastball. Then he has a little breaker.
Here's the hit. It is going to be hit to left field. It is going to be caught by the left fielder, Stanley, for out number 1.
That's it right there. Bryson has that breaking ball he can throw for a strike, and it's not going to fool anybody, but keep the batters off balance there. Did a great job.
All right, so 1 out here, top of the first. And Bryson Smith threw 4 pitches there. And he has got 1 out. Batter up at the plate now is the catcher, Grant Gautreau.
Another strike.
Puts it in for a strike, strike 1. Smith delivers the 0-1. Outside corner, but looks low for ball 1. Evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Smith with the 1-1. Looks it in. Going to be outside and away for ball 2. And it is going to be 2 balls and a strike for Gautreau. Here's the pitch. Outside corner again. And now Gautreau ahead in the count with 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, Bryson needs to come back right here and throw strikes.
3-1 pitch on the way. Swung on. Popped up into the air. Second baseman Parton going back to call it, and it'll be ended up caught by Bernard from shortstop, and it is out number 2 recorded.
Great job by Bryson to continue to fight even when he gets behind.
Batting third now for the Hurricanes, third baseman Dylan McClure. Nobody on base, 2 outs. Bryson Smith will deliver. Outside corner, strike 1, hitting that spot very nicely here earlier in this one, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Done a good job of getting strike 1 across the plate.
A 1 pitch is on the way, is going to be hit towards center field. Bergeron goes back, makes the catch for out number 3. It is 3 up, 3 down. It is no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Yellow Jackets coming to bat after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op, your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. Demco, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
Welcome back in Yellow Jackets Baseball. It is bottom of the first. Yellow Jackets coming up to bat. They go 3 up, 3 down against the Hurricanes in the first. Great start right there for the Yellow Jackets. And, Bryson Smith, who we know, again, from the football field as well. What's he like to be around with the program?
He's an incredible young man. He'll work hard. I don't think you'll find anybody outwork him. That's why he's in such a great place right now, being on the mound. He will work. He will work until you have to drag him out of there. He did that against Live Oak.
Well, it just says a lot about these kids who come out here, and he's just a junior for the Yellow Jackets, so we'll see him next year. And they've had some growth issues here this year, but Coach Casello in his first season keeping things going, and they putting up some fights. I mean, what they did against Live Oak, what they get at Dutchtown the other night, almost had that.
Too close.
That's
right.
That's against a very good Dutchtown team. First pitch on the way to Eli Parton, going to be called ball 1.
Looks like we changed it up. We put Coach Dugas at first base.
Is that new?
That's new.
Okay, there you go. 1-0 pitch on the way. It's going to be high across the letters for ball 2. So Eli Parton finds himself ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitch on the way. That is going to be the inside corner for strike 1. So Eli really towing that line there.
Yes, he is.
On the plate.
He's actually on the plate there.
2-1 pitch on the way. Going to be hit to the third baseman. Going to be caught or grounded, and he will be tagged out at first for out number 1.
The throw took the first baseman into the runner's path there. He actually made a real good play.
So Eli Parton will get a nice hit over to third base, but they will record the out for out number 1. Third baseman Carter Leak. Up to the plate now for the Yellow Jackets. Going to be hit towards right field and caught by the right fielder for out number 2. Devin Reese with a 1-pitch fly out.
Yeah, Devin just missed that pitch right there. They actually had him played to pull.
Brings up center fielder Blaise Bergeron to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on base. First pitch to Bergeron is on the way, going to be outside corner for ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way inside.
Hit him.
Thought it hit him, and it did.
Did.
Yep, caught him on the
Nope.
Well, they're talking about it. Yes, it did. So it did. They said it did hit him, and he will go down to first base.
Thought he was calling foul ball off the bat.
Now batting left fielder, number 7, Parker.
You get a runner on first with 2 outs, and it brings up cleanup hitter Parker Stanley, who plays left field for the Yellow Jackets, wearing number 7.
If we can make this guy throw some pitches, the way district set up, we play each team back to back.
Yeah.
That way we avoid, they'd have to throw somebody else. If we can get in their pin early here.
Stanley will step in. First pitch on the way. It is going to be inside corner for strike 1. Cade Schramm, pretty well seasoned pitcher for the Hurricanes. 0-1 pitch on the way. That's going to hit the outside corner for strike 2.
Yeah, Coach Collins said he's being a lefty, he's their number 1 guy. He does a good job. If we can get him to throw some pitches, get it deep in the game, 0-0.
Going to swing on and miss that one. Actually going to be a foul.
Foul ball.
So that'll keep it at 0-2.
It's one of the first curveballs I've seen him throw.
All right, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You do have a runner on first as Bergeron was hit by pitch. Here's a delivery, going to be a throw over to first, and Bergeron is back in time. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, going to be outside for ball 1.
Good eye by
patient,
Bergeron.
yeah, I was about to say. Stanley. Bergeron's over at first.
He's at first.
Here is the pitch. Going to be fouled back on the third base. And keeps the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Coach had the runner in motion there. He was going to second.
I like seeing the early battle here from the Yellow Jackets. Some good patient at-bats so far.
Making him throw pitches.
Yep. Shakes off the first signal from the catcher. Schramm will now look in. We'll throw it back over to first, and he got him. He will be tagged out at first, so it will be no runs on no hits, 1 left on base. And we go to the top of the second, scoreless here from on Denham Springs Baseball. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Your local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center, more than just a sports store.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in, Yellow Jackets Baseball. Scoreless through 1, heading it to the top of the second. Bryson Smith on the mound for Denham Springs. Got off to a good start in that top of the first. See if he can keep that momentum going here.
Yeah, it looks like we have some weather moving in the area. Hopefully nothing that will delay us.
Well, this game, as we mentioned earlier, was delayed 30 minutes for a storm that came through earlier in the evening, and I thought Darren was messing with me when he sent us a text about that because downtown Baton Rouge was bright and sunny. Up to the plate is Luke Gisclair for Prairieville, and he will hit this one high. It's going into foul territory on the first base side, and it will hit the turf, and nobody will get to it, but it will be strike 1.
Bryson does a good job of getting ahead hitters. He did that last time he got on the mound, so He's the guy we need up there right now. Hopefully he'll stay consistent.
Well, just talked about what he was able to do again against Live Oak the other day. A one-hit shutout as the Yellow Jackets came away a 6-0 winner at that one. 0-1 pitch to Gisclair is on the way. Going to be right across the numbers.
Wow.
Guess a little bit high. It looked pretty good to me.
That was a good pitch right there.
Evens the count up at 1-1 strike. Smith will look in, rocks and fires. That one's going to be outside and away for 2. Puts it at 2-1 strike. 2-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be a little high as well. And now Gisclair finds himself ahead in the count with 3 balls and a strike. All right, so what's your pitch right here?
Yeah, you got to be careful. This guy right here could really swing it, but Bryson's not going to give in.
Here's the pitch.
There it is.
And it is going to be called strike 2, just touching that outside corner.
Well, Bryson right here at 3-2, he might even throw the curveball because he does such a good job throwing it for a strike.
Full count pitch on the way, and it is going to hit Gisclair in the back. That'll send him down to first base and brings up the designated hitter in the 5 spot, Riley Bonvillian. So with the runner on first and nobody out.
See if Bryson can get us a ground ball right here.
Smith will settle in.
He is a threat to run, too. Bryson has a high leg kick.
Pitch on the way. Inside, strike 1. A 1 pitch getting ready to come for designated hitter Bonvillian. Smith will let it go, and it will be fouled back into the net for strike 2.
Bryce
So no balls, 2 strikes.
Getting ahead 0-2.
There'll be no balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on first for the Hurricanes. Throw over to first from Smith, and Gisclair will be back in time. And that will keep the keep the count at 0-2.
Try to get him close to the bag.
You said he's a threat to run, so trying to keep him honest.
I think he might be throwing a curveball right here, trying to get him close to the bag.
0-2 pitch on the way. Going to be called ball.
Looks like a changeup.
Yeah. Like it was coming in a little off speed.
Mm-hmm.
Puts the count at 1 2 strikes. Nobody out. Smith, delivery on the way. Going to be swung on. Hit in the gap between third and shortstop. That'll be a base hit for Bonvillian. And we'll move Gisclair over to second. And now you've got runners at first and second with nobody out.
Ground ball single right through the left side of the infield now. See if we can cut this inning in half and get a 2-ball. I would think they're probably going to bunt right here.
Any strategy here that you would be pulling out?
I think they might be bunting right here.
Brings up Rowell to the plate.
Knowing Coach Cowan try to take the early lead, move the runners over.
Batting in the 6th spot, number 1, does show the bunt, puts it down. Reese goes up, and it is going to be foul ball, so it'll be strike 1.
Went off his foot.
I believe that's what they're saying.
Yep.
Tell you what, but Reese was ready for that one. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here. It is a 0-1 count to Rowell. Smith will check the runner at second. Will deliver. Shows bunt again, going towards their base.
Great
Smith
bunt.
is going to be able to get it, and everyone is going to be safe. Just laid it down in the perfect spot down the third base side, and Smith did all he could to get to it, but was unable to do so.
Yeah, he bunted a second pitch curveball right there, right down the left field line right there. Nobody can get to. Third baseman stayed back to play defense on the bag.
So bases are loaded with nobody out here. Top of the second inning, Hurricanes and Yellow Jackets.
Infield still looks deep in the middle to turn 2, in on the corners.
Brings up left fielder Hudson Detman to the plate. He will hit it. It will be a 1-run in.
Had a chance at 2, missed it at first base. Short hopped him.
So Gisclair will score, put Prairieville on the board.
We got the pitch we wanted.
Puts, let's see, Roel out for out number 1, excuse me. And that third is Bonvillian. And up to the plate is Carter Leak with 1 out. Batting in the 8th spot, playing first base. First pitch on the way to him with runners on the corners. Hit just past third base. Another run is in. And we've got runners at first and second with 1 out.
Bryson's doing a good job of keeping the ball down. We're getting a lot of ground balls. Just getting through the infield right there. Just need 1 so we can turn that double.
Brings up to the plate number 3, second baseman Colton Morris. With runners on first and second and 1 out, here's the pitch. First one to Morris, going to be called ball 1. One-0 pitch. Smith will check. Showing bunt is Morris. He will pull it back for ball number 2.
Yeah, I think he's taking till he gets a strike. Also, to see what the third baseman's doing, checking our bunt defense. Maybe try to get the runner over from second to third.
It'll be 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on first and second for the Hurricanes. 2 runs in. 3 hits. Smith will rock and fire. Hits this one. It is going to be hit towards left field. It is going to be down. Stanley is having to chase it down. The 1 run is in. They will hold the runner at third. You got runners at second and third now. And it is a 3-0 lead for the Hurricanes. 4.
That's the first hard hit ball that Bryson gave out so far this game.
We're going to have a quick pitch timeout here, so we'll step aside. It is runners on second and third. It is 4-0 Prairieville with 1 out. We're back after this timeout. It is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays. All you can eat boiled shrimp Monday nights. Dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill, Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, Aspen Square, delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Aber, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Back on Yellow Jacket Baseball, back to the top of the lineup. It will be shortstop Liam Watkins. Back in the first, popped out to left field. First pitch to him was a ball, 1-0. Smith will deliver. Going to be low and inside for ball number 2.
Bryson needs to settle down a little bit, start throwing strikes again.
Well, it's easy out there to when that snowball starts going.
Bryson's
but just settle in. It's still early.
That's right.
2-0 pitch on the way. That is going to hit the outside corner for strike one. So 2 balls and a strike now for Watkins. Again, back at the top of the lineup for the Hurricanes. 1 out, runners on second and third. Here's a pitch. Going to throw it down to third, and Reese to McPherson.
That ball almost got in left field.
That was a little trouble there, and the runner was a little off. Good job by McPherson to get that one down. 3 balls and a strike now for Watkins. Pitch going to be outside for ball 4, and it is now bases loaded with 1 out. Brings up the catcher in the number 2 spot, Grant Gautreau. He popped out towards center field back in the first.
One good thing is we got a force at every base here. Middle infield's back to turn 2. The corners are in.
Just get something down.
And playing him the pull. We got a big hole in right field there.
Smith will fire first one to Gautreau. He swings it right up the middle to center fielder Bergeron. 2 runs will come in, and it is 6-0 Prairieville now in the top of the second. That is 6 runs on 5 hits for the Hurricanes. And a 2 RBI shot for Grant Gautreau.
Yeah, and I don't think we have anybody up in the pin yet.
Brings up Dylan McClure, third baseman for the Hurricanes. He popped out back in the first for out number 3. First pitch on the way to him. Looks like a little off-speed pitch. Going to hit the corner for strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way. Swung on, hit to Bergeron at center field. He will make the catch. And we'll get it into Bernard. Holds the runners up at first and second and gets out number 2. Yeah, so am I right? Is it 4 or 5 on the scoreboard? I think we only had 4, right?
I think it's 5, yes.
Is it 5? Okay, I thought.
Bryson needs to get that curve ball down. That ball's just hanging a little bit too much in the zone right now.
Pitch to McClure on the way. Runners are going. Bernard will get it over to first to Shillette, and that will do it for this second inning. We've got 5 runs on 5 hits, 2 runners left on base. Yellow Jackets come to the plate after this timeout. It is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, You Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5 Star Printing, Sport Clips, Livingston Parish Sheriff Jason Ard, and Cool Kings Heating and Air. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op, your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. Demco, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
Welcome back in. It is Yellow Jackets baseball coming to you on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. As always, make sure you give it a like and subscribe. We are on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. Josh Ward alongside Coach David Bourke, who didn't know he was supposed to be here tonight. So we're still, hey, that's the mystery of the night. We're going to get it figured out. But, Coach, glad you're here.
Glad to be here, Josh.
We're going to start pulling. We're going to start pulling straws to see who was going to hop on the mic with me.
Well, Coach Ryan said that. Coach Ryan said they're waiting for you up there, and I saw Darren's text. I'm like, holy cow, what am I supposed to do? Let's see if we can extend this inning here and put some people on base.
Up to the plate, it will be Parker Stanley. And he will get him a base hit? No. Okay.
He's out.
Sorry, I looked down to the sheet.
Ground ball to the
third
baseman.
I'm sorry, I was one off. Okay. That was my mistake. I had Tanner Shillette come up. Tanner Shillette is now at the plate. First baseman.
Yeah, Tanner's going to take a little time so we can give our guys a break, give Bryson a break in the dugout.
First pitch to Shillette on the corner for strike one. Pitch going to be hit into right field, going to be caught by the right fielder for out number 2. Out in right field is Luke Gisclair for the Hurricanes, who recorded that second out. Brings up Joseph Bernard, shortstop, batting in the 6 hole for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch on the corner, strike one.
And one good positive here is we're making contact now. If we could just find the holes.
I was going to be outside for ball one. 5-0 Hurricane lead. Here's the pitch, going to be fouled back behind first base for strike 2. Tell you, Schramm, he's starting to move at kind of a pace here on the mound.
Yes, he is. He works quick.
He does. 1-2 pitch on the way. That is going to be fouled on the third base side. Keeps the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, he's tall, he's rangy, he's perfect, and making him a lefty makes him dangerous.
Yes.
So, yeah, he's pretty consistent. He's all around the plate. If you let him settle in.
1-2 pitch on the way. They're going to be high, 4 ball, 2.
If we let him settle in there, it'll be a tough night for us.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. They will check the swing down to first. They will say he did not go. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, outside corner. Yeah, that was third. That was the third one was where they checked it. So that will be a walk.
Coming to the plate, right fielder, number 30, Jaden Watts.
So brings up the 7-hole hitter, right fielder Jaden Watts, as he will come to the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs. First pitch on the way to him, swung on. It is going to be just over the first baseman's head and into foul territory. That one was close and would have been a nice little blooper by Jaden Watts.
Lefty came in, went off his hands. He was one of those in no man's land right over the first baseman. And as well as Jaden runs, that would have probably been a double.
So it will be no balls and a strike for Watts. A 1 pitch on the way. I'm going to call that one ball 1. Look to be a little high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, hit towards shortstop. Tosses it over to second for out number 3. So it will be no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 left on base, and we go to the top of the third. It is Prairieville 5, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Your local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center, more than just a sports store.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets baseball. We head to the top of the third. It is Prairieville 5-0 over Denham Springs, and Yellow Jackets got into a little bit of jam there in that second. We're able to put up 5 runs on the board.
Yeah, Bryson did a good job of throwing strikes. They hit a couple balls hard. We just need to hopefully have a quick inning right here and get back on. Good thing is we're making contact. We're not finding the holes yet, but nobody's striking out, so hopefully we flip the lineup and be the second time we see this lefty.
They will start off with the designated hitter in the 5 spot. First one will be strike 1.
Bryson throws that curveball for a strike well. Just needs to keep it down or he elevates it.
Bonvillian, second pitch on the way. He will foul that one back into the net for strike 2. The one thing about Bryson Smith, too, it seems like he doesn't get too rattled, which is hard to do. It seems like he's kind of pretty calm-headed.
Yeah, short memory. He'll get up there, throw the next pitch.
0-2 pitch on the way, inside corner. Calls it for strike 3. First strikeout of the night for Bryson Smith to record out number 1.
Hitter was kind of crowding the plate right there. Bryson came in with a fastball. Hitter trying to tuck his elbow to maybe get hit. Take the extra base or the free base.
We'll bring up number 1, Cade Rowell. First pitch to him will be fouled for strike 1.
Tried the push bunt right there. Push bunt his way on. Bryson started him off with a curveball. Second time through the lineup, he started most of the top off with curveball the second time around.
Yeah, that's second inning. They went through the lineup. 0-1 pitch going to be outside and away for ball 1. Left on second base. Naruo, he was the
curveball
out for on the force at second. Yes. Back into second.
Curveball just missed inside. Bryson does a good job of spotting that curveball in, out, down.
2 balls and a strike, 1 out, swung on, going to be fouled again. Keeps the count at 2. No, we'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Nice strikeout by Bryson Smith to start the inning on the designated hitter for the Hurricanes. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that is going to hit.
Oh, no. I think that hit the bat, didn't
I thought it hit him. Well, if not, he sold it well.
Nobody's checking. I guess. Yeah, Bryson came back in with a fastball inside. Seems he's curveball away, fastball in.
Brings up to the plate the left fielder, Hudson Detman. Smith will look in, pitch on the way outside, and Reese
thought about picking.
I saw that runner at first. Had an eye on him.
He had a big lead out there. Devin was thinking about picking. I think if he'd have got it in his feet, he would throw him down there. The throw took him a little bit away.
Smith will throw it over to first to Chalette. And keep the count at 1 ball and no strikes. One 0 pitch on the way. Runner is moving, and it is going to be caught by the first baseman, Chalette, who will go over and step on the bag for A double play.
Yes.
They caught him off on that one, and it will be no runs on no hits, and it will be one runner left on base, and we go to the bottom of the third. Prairieville 5, Denham Springs 0. We are back after this. It is Yellow Jackets baseball.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays, all-you-can-eat boiled shrimp Monday nights, dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill, Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, Aspen Square, delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Welcome back in to Yellow Jackets baseball. Great to have you along here with us for this game one of a 3-game slate for us here at DS Jacket Vision and on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. Leading off this bottom of the third for the Yellow Jackets will be Cole McPherson. His first time up to the plate tonight. First pitch on the way to him from Schramm will be low and away for ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. On the corner for strike one. I thought that was a bit
low.
Below, yeah. That was across the shoelaces. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on. Going to be hit to the first baseman. Unable to make the play. It's going to be a base hit for McPherson as he was able to get it.
Yeah, Cole got something in his hands and drove it right through the first and second baseman. And he has a lot of speed, so we'll see what happens here. Maybe we can create some chaos, chip away at this lead.
Brings up designated hitter Luke Wilson, who is the hardest working punter I know in football.
Yes. Luke will kick 1,000 balls.
Yes, and if he doesn't get to punt during the game, he will do it after the game.
That's exactly right.
Well, the runner on first and nobody out. First pitch to Wilson on the way. Lays down the bunt, goes right to Schramm at first. He will move the runner, but he will be out at first.
Luke does a good job getting the ball down to get our runner over and see if we can hit one in the gap right here or just get a base hit and score a run and get on the board.
Takes you to the top of the order to Eli Parton. He was the first out, well, in the first inning as he popped out. So the runner on second and one out. Parton will show the bunt.
Tried to drag bunt his way on her there.
That'll be strike one for him.
If he can get it down, third baseman is sitting back at the bag. He'd be a hard out. Eli runs really well.
A one pitch on the way, going to be well outside for ball one.
Got the lefty versus lefty matchup. Eli's actually on the line there. He's actually crowding the plate.
Yeah, we talked about it back in the first. He was crowding it just the same. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second. Throws it to second.
Yeah, it wasn't a very big lead. Cole's sticking close to the bag. Let Eli swing the bat.
McPherson back with plenty of time. Then they'll reset at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit to the second baseman, makes the play over to first for out number 2, but will move McPherson into scoring position at third.
Coming to play catcher, number 18, Devin Reese.
Brings up the catcher, Devin Reese, to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on third. He popped out to right field in the first inning.
Yeah, we continue to swing it okay. We just can't square anything up.
First pitch on the way, high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, big gap on the right side of the infield. Second baseman's playing almost towards the bag.
Pitch on the way. Going to be low and outside again for ball 2. So Devin Reese will find himself up in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, hit right to the pitcher, Schramm, and he will lob it over to first for out number 3. Yellow Jackets will get no runs on a hit. No errors, 1 left on base, and we go to the top of the 4th. Prairieville 5, Denham Springs 0. Back after this, it's Yellow Jackets baseball.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care in Central, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Triton Outpatient Clinic, El King Company, and Todd Caruso, Attorney at Law. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in, Yellow Jackets baseball. It is 5-0 Hurricanes with the big second inning, putting up those 5 runs. The Yellow Jackets with Bryson Smith on the mound. Starting to find a little bit of rhythm, trying to get out of a jam in that last inning, as well as the double play cleared him out of it.
Yeah, Bryson will continue to fight now. He can handle the pressure. Just one bad inning, the second inning. Gave up a crooked number there. But he's done a good job of getting ahead of hitters, throwing a lot of ground ball outs, pop fly outs. So hopefully he can get us to the 5th. I see the pin is up down there working. We got 2 guys down there ready. If he can get us to the 5th, every inning after that's line you out.
Leading off will be Carter Leak for the Hurricanes. First pitch on the way. Going to be outside for ball 1. One-oh pitch on the way. That one floated in there. I thought it was going to hit that corner for a strike, but it does not.
Nope,
it will be ball 2.
Yeah, breaking ball just off the plate, trying to get him to chase.
2-0 pitch on the way to Leak. That one's going to be outside and away for ball 3.
This is what Bryson can't do. Can't get in trouble here. Can't get behind hitters.
.30 pitch on the way. We'll put that one down the middle for strike 1. As Leak was going to be taken all the way on that one, no doubt.
Yes, might even take here. See what Coach Cowan does.
3-1 pitch on the way. Swung on. Going to be hit down foul territory on the third base side. And he was down 3 balls to no strikes and now has a full count at 3-2.
Yeah, Bryson does a good job of climbing the ladder, getting right back into it.
Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on. Hit to the shortstop, Bernard. Picks it up, throws it over to first, and gets it to Gillette in time for out number 1.
Great play by Bernard coming through the ball. Slow roller. Bryson did a good job of getting back into the count, making a pitch he needed.
I know, that was big. Being down 3-0,
Yep.
You come back, you battle, you get it at full count, and then a nice play right there with Bernard over to Gillette. Brings up Luke Morris. First pitch to him is going to be a ball 1. Colton Morris, my mistake.
Good pitch.
Pitch up, swung on and missed for strike 1.
Bryson throws curveball right off the plate, comes back with a fastball right down the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on. 1-1 pitch on the way. Outside corner, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike for Morris. Smith will deliver. Going to be on the outside corner again for ball 3.
Bryce has been doing a good job of staying around the plate the whole time. See if he can stay there.
3 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. Going to be in there for strike number 2. Nice off-speed pitch by Bryson Smith. And again, climbing up that ladder, as you said, getting back on there.
Let's see what he throws right here.
Payoff pitch on the way again. Going to be hit to third base. McPherson gets it up, goes across the diamond to Gillette for out number 2. The Yellow Jackets infield playing very nicely right now.
You know, that's the thing. Bryson, he does a great job, man. He does a great job of getting them slow ground balls, pop flies. That second inning was one, we had a couple of hard hit balls right through the infield, and then all of a sudden we got somebody that hit, I think it was 2 hard hit balls in that inning total.
Top of the lineup is Cade Rowell for the Hurricanes. First one is hit back on the third base side for strike 1. No balls and a strike, 2 outs, nobody on, swung on, going to be hit to Smith at the mound. He will come off, will make the throw over to first, and in time, Gillette makes the catch, and it will end the inning. It will be no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. It is Prairieville 5, Denham Springs 0. Back after this, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Did you know that you no longer need a doctor's order to attend physical therapy in the state of Louisiana? This is Ben Wilson from Peak Performance Physical Therapy, reminding you that if you have an injury, nagging pain, or if you want to simply improve your overall health and well-being, come see us at Peak Performance. Gladly serving the fine people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years, now with 3 locations including Denham Springs, Watson, and Maurepas. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete and everyone.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op, your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. Demco, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
Welcome back in to Yellow Jackets baseball. It is 5-0 Hurricanes with the lead over Denham Springs as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Coach, we were talking there during the break, just really impressed with Bryson Smith and how he's continued to battle through this one from the mound for the Yellow Jackets.
Bryson does that in football. It doesn't let anything get him down. He continues to fight, push. Could have a bad play, turns around, he puts it behind him. Same thing right here. He's had a bad second inning, but this is what Bryson does, man. He throws strikes. He gets you ground balls, fly balls. If we can just get him any run support.
We'll bring up Blaze Bajeron, center fielder, wearing number 1. Back in the first, he grounded out for out number 3. First pitch on the way to him, going to be outside corner for ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way. Cross the letters for ball number 2.
Curveball high.
Two balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitch on the way, high, and will go off the catcher's mitt for a wild pitch. Excuse me, for a pass ball. And put the count at 3 balls, no strikes. .30 pitch on the way, and that is going to hit him, and that's a stinger just above the elbow.
Second time he's been hit, I think.
I know, Coach Bourke's like, I got to go to work.
I might have to. Might need to run down there. He didn't. Yeah, he could have jumped out the way. Ball 4.
Brings up Parker Stanley to the plate. Got a timeout called here by the Hurricanes.
Good thing it's not his throwing arm.
What's the old rule, Coach Bourke? Don't rub it?
Or
rub some dirt on it?
I mean, that's the second time he's been hit. We might need to get him an elbow pad. You remember the hardest hit you've ever got from a baseball? Yeah. Was actually out here.
I feel like you always remember the hardest one.
I was actually out here attending to an injury, and a ball sailed over the fence and hit me.
Yep, I feel like that would do it. I took one in the thigh when I was about 13, and for some reason I still remember that one.
That was harder than any baseball game I've been in. Wasn't even in this one.
Brings up the left fielder, Parker Stanley, to the plate. Grounded out back in the first inning. First pitch to him. Going to be called strike one. Nobody out. Runner on first for the Yellow Jackets. Schramm will deliver the 0-1, and it's going to be inside for ball for ball one. Make it 1 ball, 1 strike.
Great job of being patient there, making him throw more than one.
One pitch from the left-handed. We'll throw it over to first, and
he's got a pretty good, decent pick move there. He lifts his leg real high, turns, and then he throws to first.
Bergeron back in plenty of time. Keeps the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. That is going to hit the corner for strike two. I saw that one, Coach. This umpire, he likes that little spot right there on the corner.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Going to hit the corner. Almost looked to be about the same, but it is ball 2. A little nervous on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is going to be outside for ball number 3.
Great job. Great patience at the plate right here. Make him throw pitches.
Really like the approach at the plate tonight for Denham Springs.
Yes.
Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on, hit right up the middle into the gap, and it is a base hit, and it is runners on first and second for Denham Springs with nobody out. Yellow Jackets trying to get a little momentum rolling here.
You know, we've done a good job at the plate the whole game. We just haven't hit anything clean, no strikeouts, but we've done a good job swinging at the strikes, not chasing any pitches. And hopefully this is our inning right here.
See if we can put up a crooked number.
Yeah. Do that and let Bryson get back out there and battle.
Brings up first baseman Tanner Shillette to the plate. He grounded out back in the first inning for out number 2.
Looks showing bunt right
Showing
here.
bunt. Throw back to second. As Bergeron will get back in time.
And Blaze runs real well, too. Any base hit, he's scoring.
Infield comes in. First baseman playing well up on the line. Ball going to be hit in at 2. Left field going to be caught by the left fielder. We'll get it in. That will record out number 1.
I'll tell you what, the first baseman was sitting right there almost in the batter's box, and we took a full cut at it right there and hit one in the left center gap there where both outfielders had to go back and get it.
Left fielder Hudson Detman recorded the out. Brings up to the plate Joseph Bernard, shortstop for the Yellow Jackets with 1 out and runners on first and second. First pitch on the way to him, and it is going to be high across the letters for ball number 1. As we play it here in the bottom of the 4th. One-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Bernard was trying to get a piece of that one. Took a nice cut at it. Puts the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Throw over to first. So it will be Bernard with strike 2. The throw down to first. Looks like it hit.
It did. It hit us. Pick attempted first. Got us on the leg, it looked
Parker
like.
Stanley on the foot, or as he was going back to the bag.
A couple inches from being in right field, or kept that ball in the infield.
1-2 pitch on the way. Going to be inside for ball 2. So evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bergeron at second. Stanley at first for Denham Springs. Schramm will take a look towards second, step off, and reset.
think coach is asking if that's a ball. He kind of sat there trying to do an inside move, but not sure where his intentions were.
2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. He will sit Bernard down for out number 2. And it brings up the right fielder, number 30, Jaden Watts. He was out number 3 as he got a decent hit into the outfield, but it was caught. So see if he can get something going here with 2 outs and runners on first and second. First pitch on the way to Watts, as he will foul that one back into the net for strike 1.
Yeah, Watts is on that pitch right there. Actually seen it pretty good. If we just get something clean.
A 1 pitch delivered, swung on, hit into foul territory behind the backstop for strike 2. So it'll be no ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and second for Denham Springs. Jaden Watts trying to extend this inning for the Yellow Jackets. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike number 3. So he'll go down on strikes, and it will be no runs on 1 hit, 2 left on base, and we go to the top of the 5th. It is Prairieville 5, Denham Springs 0, and we're back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Aber, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy and Gift Shop, Sport Clips, Modad Companies, Baton Rouge KOA Campground of Denham Springs, Dr. Brandon Wax, the Eye Center of Denham Springs, Shea Landry Milestone Title, Livingston Parish Assessor Jeff Taylor, and Brandon and Courtney Rishu with Whistle Stop Cafe. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back in. It is Yellow Jackets Baseball. It is coming to you live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. As always, give it a like and subscribe. Keeps you up to date on all things going on here at DS Jacket Vision, like when the game changes for 30 minutes maybe for a weather delay. And, of course, we are on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. Got the whole crew in tow. It kind of changes up a little bit during baseball. Got Christine Pappas on the camera, Darren Ferrente, Coach Bourke, Josh Ward, yours truly, Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, John Fine with us as well, and we are ready to get this inning underway. It will be Grant Gautreaux at the plate. First pitch on the way to him, and that's going to be called strike 1.
There's actually some defensive changes. We have Eli Parton at third. Looks like Cole McPherson at second.
A 1 pitch on the way, going to be outside for ball 1, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. Like he was trying to hit that inside corner, is unable to, and it is 2 balls and a strike.
Didn't look that bad.
Two balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. Outside corner that time. So Smith goes inside, goes outside, and it is 3 balls and a strike now.
See if Bryson can come back.
And he will walk him. Oh, Coach Bourke has got to step away for a moment. Brings up Dylan McClure to the plate for the Prairieville Hurricanes as they lead at 5-0 over Denham Springs. Throw over to first as Gautreau back in time. Dylan McClure popped out in both the first and second inning. Pitch going to be on the outside corner for strike one. Coach, you didn't miss a thing.
Thought it was an injury they were calling me
Okay,
for, but
well,
actually it was what drink selection.
Did John call you to ask you what you wanted to drink?
No, actually it was Miss Hart.
Okay. We're going to have a talk with everyone on this. Throw over to first.
See if Bryson can get himself out of trouble here.
Smith will look in with a 0-1 count. Will rock and fire it. Throw down over to first. Ball was called for
Devin did a great job of
ball
picking that
one.
curveball.
So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just took him into the throw to first base. Thought we had a chance to get him there.
One ball, 1 strike. Run on first. Nobody out. Smith will deliver. Runner looks to be on the move. It is going to be fielded by Parton. Gets it over to Shillette. Records out number 1.
Looked like a hit and run there. Runner was in motion.
So Gautreau will move it over to second base. Excuse me, McClure. Oh, hold on. Did they change that on me? Yeah, they made some changes there. We missed that was... We'll get that for you here in just a moment. Runner on second base for the Hurricanes. First pitch going to be outside for ball 1.
See if Bryson can get us through the 5th inning. We do have people up in the pen getting ready.
1-0 pitch, going to throw it back to second base. And
thought Bryson might have a chance for that. The runner actually slipped getting back into the bag.
Yeah, it was a little closer than you expected. Keeps the count at 1 ball and no strikes. And 1 out with the runner on second. Smith will rock and fire. And it is in there for a strike. Nice pitch by Bryson Smith. Tell you, when he's hitting that corner, he's dangerous.
You look at Bryson, man. He takes a deep breath and he goes to work. Doesn't matter the pitch before. He does a great job, which is why we're lucky to have him in football.
One ball, 1 strike. Smith looks the runner at second. Now will deliver.
Curveball in the dirt.
Yep, for ball 2. Smith will look in with 2 balls and a strike. We'll throw it back towards second. Runner back in time. And keeps it at 2 balls and a strike. Softball update, Coach?
Yeah, softball.
Lady Jackets over at Santa Mall playing the Lady Gators.
Yes, they ended early. They lost 15-0. Still going through some growing pains there. A lot of freshmen on the field, so.
2-1 pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to third is
not in time.
Not in time, and that will move the runner to third on a stolen base. And it is 3 balls and a strike.
Wow, that was a ball?
Yep. I mean, it was debatable, but we're going by what they said.
That looked good. Runner had a good jump on
He
Bryson.
did, yes. 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit in the air to right field.
Looks like he lost it.
Looks like he lost in the
got
lights, but Watts is able to find it Did he drop it?
No, he got it. On the exchange.
Okay, he got the out. Yeah, so they record the out. What a runner does come in.
Man, it's so hard to pick up the ball. It's either got to be daylight or nighttime here. When it's this time, you lose it. When it gets above the lights here, it's so hard to pick it up.
Brings up designated hitter Riley Bonvillian.
He did a great job out there battling just to make that catch.
Here's the hit into the gap on the left side. And he will get over to first base with a hit. That's all right. Just get out of this inning.
Yeah,
only
he's
giving
got
up
two.
one. You got two
That's
outs.
right.
Just settle in. Just get this out. And then see if you can work your bullpen. As it is now 6-0 Prairieville, top of the fifth. Pitch on the way, showing bunt is Cade Rowell. And he's going to pull back, and it'll be called ball one. One ball, no strikes, two outs. Shows bunt again, puts it down the third base side. It is going to be picked up by McPherson over to first to Gillette, and he will get it. Oh, they made Parton had moved over to third. Okay, yes, sorry about that. All right, but it will be no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on base, and we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. It is Prairieville 6, Denham Springs 0. Back after this, it's Yellow Jackets baseball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays. All you can eat boiled shrimp Monday nights. Dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill. Aspen Square. Delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center, more than just a sports store.
Welcome back in to Yellow Jackets baseball. You know, Coach Bourke, you were just asking me there during the break that does Mitch Covington not do baseball? And I said, Mitch doesn't do anything, even during football and basketball. So this is nothing new.
You know, I was lucky to be Coach Covington's assistant coach at Woodlawn back in the day. Had a great time there with a pretty special team.
Yes, that was a very good team, if I recall. Y'all went pretty far with that one, huh?
We did.
Did they go? Was that the all-the-way team?
Nope, not that. That one came up short quarterfinals.
Leading off for the Yellow Jackets this inning, it is going to be Cole McPherson gets to the second baseman and throw over to first is in time to record out number one. Cole McPherson with a nice bat on the ball, but a nice defensive play right there by the Hurricanes.
Yeah, shortstop had him shaded towards the middle right there. Great play.
Brings up designated hitter Luke Wilson with one out, nobody on base, bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch on the way, swung on as the ball hit the backstop for strike one. So Luke put a good bat on it back in the third inning, but was... Oh, he sacrificed. Remember, he hit the bunt down.
Right.
That's right, to move the runners. 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. 1 strike. One pitch on the way. High and away for ball 2.
Luke doing a good job getting him into a hitter's count right here. See if we can square something up.
2-1 pitch on the way. Outside corner for ball 3. Luke Wilson with a patient at bat here for the Yellow Jackets. Three-one pitch. Going to be high across the letters for ball 4. So a nice eye right there by Luke Wilson.
Great at bat by Luke.
Yep, to get on base and bring you to the top of the lineup. Where Eli Parton will come to the plate. Parton now playing third base. Caught me in the last inning on that one. Grounded out back in the third for out number 2. First pitch on the way to him, going to be high for ball 1. So Schramm's starting to, not getting wild by any means, but
yeah, usually the fifth, sixth
getting a little
inning,
high. Yeah, he's
take advantage of it right here. Get some base runners.
1-0 pitch on the way.
Wow.
That one's going to be called a strike.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think anybody up here agreed with that one. Evens the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Runner on first for the Yellow Jackets. 1-1 pitch on the way. Outside corner, ball 2.
Same place,
I
ball
was
2.
about to say. I'm glad you said it so I didn't have to. Pick over, throw over to first. As Wilson will get back in time. Two-one pitch on the way. Another high one for ball 3. So what the point I was trying to make there is Schramm not getting wild, but the pitchers are getting a little
just
higher in the
plate.
last few
That's right.
batters. Yeah.
And umpire's pretty consistent. He's got I want to say tight zone. He calls the corners, but
3-1 pitch on the way. That one is going to hit that inside corner for ball 2. Nice pitch right there by Schramm to get the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. Going to be tip foul back into the backstop. Keeps the count full.
Great job by Eli to continue to battle there. Make him throw one more pitch.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. That's going to be fouled behind the backstop over third base. And we'll do it again. Talk about how Parton really crowds the plate there, too, on a lefty-lefty.
Oh, he's over the plate.
3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and miss for out number 2.
His hands are actually over the plate there. It's real tough. Got to be able to get your hands there through quickly on an inside pitch right there. That one was middle in. It's tough to hit that.
Brings up the 2-hole hitter, catcher number 18, Devin Reese. First pitch on the way to him, swung on, hit just in at 2. Left field for a base hit right over the shortstop's head. Will advance the runner to second. So Luke Wilson now at second, Devin Reese at first with a base hit.
We'll get a courtesy runner for Devin. That is number 5, Simon Davis.
All right, so there you go. Pinch runner in. Simon Davis, a senior for these Yellow Jackets.
See if Blaze can get something right here, get a hold of something.
Another lefty-on-lefty matchup here.
Been hit twice. He's also on the plate.
Runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Runners will move on a pass ball. Luke Wilson now at third base. Devin Reese at second. And then it is 1 ball, no strikes to Blaze. No pitch on the way. Going to be outside for ball number 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2-0 pitch delivered. That one's going to be low and away again for ball number 3. Blaze will no doubt probably watch this one all the way through the glove. 3-0 pitch on the way as he will, and it is called strike 1. So 2 outs here for the Yellow Jackets. Runners in scoring position. 3-1 pitch on the way. Going to be hit to the second baseman. Will make the play over to first to retire the side. So it will be no runs on the hit. 2 left on base, no errors, and we will go to the top of the 6th inning. It is Prairieville 6, Denham Springs 0. Back after this, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Aber, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in. It is Yellow Jackets baseball. It is 6-0. Hurricanes with the lead over the Yellow Jackets, but it is a new pitcher for Denham Springs now, LJ Forshey. And, Coach, what you know about LJ?
LJ, another football player that's real tough and gritty. Don't let his size fool you. He will get up there and compete with you, with the best of them. He won't shy away from anything, that's for sure.
All right, so he will come in and replace Bryson Smith. And outside of that 1 second inning, Coach Bourke, I'd have to say that Bryson Smith really had some at-bats where he had to battle his way back into it. Really impressive with what he was able to do in some of those situations.
Yeah, Bryson did what Bryson does. He'll attack you. He'll get those ground ball outs. One bad inning right there puts us behind. But we got to take advantage when we get a chance to swing it there. We've left players on base. We haven't really hit it real well.
First pitch on the way. LJ will throw it in there for strike one. It is Hudson Detman up to the plate in the top of the 6th here for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, LJ will be a little different from Bryson. He'll work fast. LJ will get up on the mound and get ready to throw that next pitch.
Yep, he works quick.
Yes, he does.
2 pitches in, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. Outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Hit into right field. Watts goes back and makes a catch for out number 1.
Great
nice catch,
right
yes. You talked about it earlier, how those lights can get a little tricky out there.
That was a ball that was hit real deep, over the shoulder catch.
Pop out for out number 1. Brings up Carter Leak to the plate for the Hurricanes. Grounded out back in the 4th inning. Pitch on the way to him. Going to be high across the numbers for ball 1. So it'll be 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Forshey will deliver, and it is going to be another high one for ball number 2. Two balls, no strikes. Rocks and fires. That ball is going to be in the dirt for ball number 3. And would expect Carter Leak to take here. Well, I don't know. Would you let him swing?
No, I would take. He has a lead right now. I wouldn't. New pitcher in.
3-0 pitch on the way down the middle for strike number 1. It's curious, it's funny how some coaches' philosophy changed with the lead in the inning. They'll kind of let him swing at it. 3-1 pitch on the way, fouled back into the backstop, and he has fought his way back in to a full count.
That seems to be the thing nowadays, the green light.
The green.
I'm a stats guy.
I figured you were more of an old school guy.
I'm more of a stats guy, man. He's got to come in there. I mean,
you got to show me something.
Yes.
Yeah. Payoff pitch on the way, going to be outside corner for ball number 4. And LJ Forche put back in that one, and that one was just a little off the plate, but not a bad pitch.
Yeah,
but called ball 4.
Looks like LJ's losing his footing up there. He hasn't settled in yet, but if you look at our mound's got some wear and tear on it from up here, not down there. So
1 out, runner on first for the Hurricanes. It is Colton Morris at the plate now for the Hurricanes. First pitch to him is going to be outside for ball number 1.
yeah, LJ's missing just on the outside corner there.
Throw over to first. Gets Leak back in time. So he dove back to the bag. One-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him on the high one. Or strike number 1. Looked like he had a little movement on that one.
And that one was up and in. Hitter went get it, like the way it looked.
Throw over to first. Leak dives back in time. Keeps the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 6th inning here from the campus of Denham Springs High School. 6-0 Hurricane lead. 1-1 pitch on the way, outside corner, ball number 2.
See if LJ gets settled in right here. Throw some strikes, get us a 2-ball, get us out the inning real quick.
Looks like the bullpen is empty down there for the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, yeah, this is LJ.
This is all him. 2-1 pitch on the way.
Good
Runner
pitch.
is going. Reese will hold on to it.
Oh, wow. Good pitch. Delay steal by the runner.
We'll move Leak over to second base on the steal. And it will be 3 balls and a strike for Colton Morris. Pitch going to be in there for a strike. And he is fighting his way back in this one with getting the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll full it up. Runner on second base with 1 out. Checks the runner at second. Payoff pitch on the way, and it is going to be in there for strike number 3. Nice pitch by LJ Forche, his first K of the night. And it is 2 outs now for the Hurricanes.
Great pitch by LJ right there on the outside corner. Umpire kind of hesitated.
He
there.
did, but I could hear him just out the corner of this window over here.
His out call there. He's standing still. Good pitch by LJ. Starting to settle.
No balls on a strike, but 2 outs. Runner on second base. LJ Forche in relief for Bryson Smith. A 1 pitch is on the way, showing bunt, and will go off the bat and into the netting on the third base side.
Tried to drag his way on.
For strike number 2.
Actually helped us out there. That was high pitch. Tried to drag a ball out the zone. Puts LJ in charge, 0-2.
0-2 count with 2 outs and a runner on second. Looks in, delivers. That is going to be hitting to the backstop on the first base side. Keeps the count at 0-2.
LJ does a great job of getting it on his hands right there at 0-2. Not giving him nothing to swing at right down the middle.
O2 count as LJ Forche looks in. Here is the pitch, going to be outside. Runner goes, run down, excuse me, from the catcher down to third base. Leak will get over to third.
Yeah, LJ threw a curveball. Devin had to pick. Had time to make that throw, one hop.
It is a ball,
Eli
so it's 1-2. Yep. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one is going to be hit into right field. Watts will get underneath it and will make the final out of the 6th inning. It'll be no runs, no errors, no hits. One batter left on base, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Prairieville 6, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, You Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5 Star Printing, Sport Clips, Livingston Parish Sheriff Jason Ard, and Cool Kings Heating and Air. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in Yellow Jackets Baseball. Got a new pitcher for the Hurricanes, trying to get a number on him. 18.
18.
Yep. And number 18, that will be Jacob Easley for the Hurricanes. Who will come in for relief of the pitcher, Cade Schramm, as we get ready to start this bottom of the 6th here. So, Coach Bourke, you'll be with Darren Thursday night over at Northside Field, where it'll be Lady Jackets, Lady Griffins, for a District 5-5A matchup.
Yes, hopefully we'll play well. Real young, going through growing pains out there.
Talk about the injuries that team has gone through this year. They've had some really bad luck.
We've had injuries, both baseball and softball. It's been, plus you play a young roster, and then you have all these injuries. So, tell you what, it's challenging, but you get to wake up and lace them up and play the next day. So,
leading off this inning for the Yellow Jackets will be left fielder Parker Stanley.
Let's see if we can knock into this lead right here and make this interesting ball game.
He got a hit over to first base for a base hit back in the 4th inning. Back in the 2nd, he popped out for out number 1. Easily a new pitcher for the Hurricanes. First pitch on the way. It is going to be high for ball 1. No pitch on the way. Another high one for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
And we've done a pretty good job of being patient at the plate. Just not taking opportunities to get that hit when we need to.
Stanley will step off the plate. And he'll step back in. Two-0 pitch. Going to be outside for ball number 3. And I'm not going to ask you opinion on the take or a green light here. I assure you it's a take.
We're taking.
3-0 pitch on the way, and it's going to be inside and high for ball number 4.
Coming to play, first baseman, number 23.
So it will be runner at first with nobody out, and first baseman Tanner Gillette up to the plate. Popped out back in the 4th inning for out number 1. And he was a recorded out number 2 and a pop out back in the 1st inning.
Looks like a technology problem there. I'll tell you, that's the thing now. All the catchers, coaches have walkie-talkies or some kind of sound system. Missed the good old days when you just yelled out the dugout, "Oh, fastball." And it does help speed up the game, giving signals.
Well, I don't know, Coach. When I go to the baseball, I want it to take as long as it can. You only get so many nights at the old ballpark.
That's true.
Pitch on the way to Chalette, and it is going to be in for strike number 1. Run on first with nobody out. 0-1 pitch.
Oh.
Going to be in there for strike number 1.
Number 2.
Was that strike 2? Oh, yeah. I thought he caught the last one. No.
Yeah, that one looked down.
All right, so it's 0-2 with nobody out, runner on first. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on. Hit into center field, will be caught for out number 1. And will hold Stanley up at first.
Need to give a shout out to Mr. Robert.
Yeah,
Graves
that's right.
in the
He's been
man cave.
texting me. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the Grave Cave,
The Grave Cave.
as we call it.
Anybody want to know anything about Denham Springs
Anything.
athletics? He's got it.
He's got other places too.
He's got a vault in his house. I think it needs a thumbprint to get in it.
Here
Get
is the
through.
hit by Bernard. Gets through the
Right
gap
through.
on the left side, and it is a base hit and moves Stanley over to first and puts Bernard at first with a base hit. Brings up the right fielder, Jaden Watts, who was a busy man in the last inning. He went down swinging back in the 4th. But one out with runners on first and second for the Yellow Jackets. Watts at the plate. First pitch on the way to him is going to be inside, and that one was close, but it is ball 1. When I say close, I'm close to hitting him. One ball, no strike to Watts. Easily looks the runner at second. Now will deliver, and it's going to be in for ball number 2.
Breaking ball up high. See if we can get something going right here.
2 balls, no strikes. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Easily will look in, fires it in there, swung on and missed by Watts. Fouls it back for strike number 1. Well, did he tip it or did it hit the catcher's glove?
I'm thinking they foul ball because the
I
runner,
didn't know if it- yeah, I didn't know if-
stayed.
yeah.
Yeah, he didn't try to move up.
2 balls, 1 strike now for Watts. Two 2-1 pitch, swung on, hits that one foul back into the backstop for strike number 2. And going to have a little mound visit here between pitcher and catcher. Remind everyone, if you're watching there on YouTube, give it a like and subscribe. Keeps you up to date here with all things at DS Jacket Vision. We come to you on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Watts. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Easily on the mound for the Hurricanes. Two-two pitch on the way, swung on, and Watts will hit that one back into the netting on the first base side.
Great job of battling right there to stay in the count.
So we will reset it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch on the way, swung on. That is going to be hit in 2.
Yes.
Right field. It is going to be off the glove of the right fielder. And Yellow Jackets will have bases loaded with 1 out. And I'll see if they call that a hit.
Yeah, I would call it a hit.
Not an error, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a tough.
It would have been one heck of a catch. But
Did he call it an error? They did feel okay. They did make it an error. So far, they have scored an error here for the Hurricanes. That'd be their first of the night.
Yeah, that would have been one heck of a catch. The outfielder had to come up, make that catch.
So it's so you got Parker Stanley over at third base now. You've got Bernard at second and Watts at first. And we'll bring up Cole McPherson, the third baseman. No, check that. He moved over to second.
Coach Cowan out on the mound visit there, giving him some words of encouragement, trying to pump him up. First time they've been in trouble all night, I think.
Yep, bases loaded with one out. All right, McPherson will step in. Left-handed batter. First pitch on the way to him, going to be on the outside for ball number 1.
Yeah, Cole just needs to be patient right here. All the pressure's on him. Let him bring him something he can handle.
Pitch on the way. He will foul that one behind third base for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases are loaded here for the Yellow Jackets. Trying to get some runs across. Easily will step off. There was a little discussion about a balk earlier on Schramm earlier in the game, and it seemed like in between innings they discussed it a little bit. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be high and outside for ball 2.
Tell you what, the way the outfield's playing, they're playing a squeeze in the middle. Both lines are wide open.
It'll be 2 balls and a strike now for McPherson. 2-1 pitch, swung on. He will hit it right to the third baseman. They go across to first, and it is a double play as the third baseman caught him off the base. And that will do it for the 6th inning. It'll be no runs, an error. I think that was 2 hits, and it will be 3 left on base for the Yellow Jackets. We head to the top of the 7th inning. It is Prairieville 6, Denham Springs 0. Back after this, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays, all-you-can-eat boiled shrimp Monday nights, dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill, Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, Aspen Square, delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center, more than just a sports store.
As we bring you back in to Yellow Jackets baseball, it is Prairieville 6-0 over the Yellow Jackets. And, Coach, we just keep going back and looking at that 2nd inning where you put up that crooked number, gave up the 5 runs, and if you're not there, you're in a heck of a ball game right now. That's how baseball goes, as we know, but it just goes to show you that the growing pains that this team is going through, it's just good to have those moments you can go back and look at it and say, guys, that 1 inning, if you could take it away, which you can't, but if you could, you're in a game with a really good baseball team, what you did against Live Oak, what you did against Dutchtown. I mean, it is good to see what they are able to do here and continuing to battle with all the things they've gone through this season, with some of the injuries they've had to fight with.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, we've done some things at the plate. I mean, we've limited strikeouts. We've put people on base. We just haven't got that big hit like we needed to. But you're right, that 2nd inning was pretty bad to come back from. But we still have one shot left.
Yep. Leading off will be Grant Gautreaux, catcher for the Hurricanes. First pitch into him is going to be outside ball 1.
See if LJ can make some quick work right here, get us back in the dugout and see if we can do anything.
1-0 pitch on the way. Going to be high and inside for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch on the way. Going to be in there for, ball 3. I don't know about that. I've seen him hit that spot several times tonight, or seen pitchers hit that spot that he called a strike.
It's pretty nice.
It'll be 3-0 count, and that will hit Gautreaux in the back, so he will move on to first base with a hit by pitch. Gautreaux did score back in the 5th inning. Got 1 lone run that the Hurricanes got. Brings up to the plate for the Hurricanes, Dylan McClure. He grounded out to first back in the 5th inning. So nobody out, runner on first here for the Hurricanes in the top of the 7th inning. LJ Forche on the mound for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch on the way, going to be in there for strike 1. Very nice pitch. So it'll be 0-1 count now for McClure. Throw over to first. Back to Gillette. We'll try to keep Gautreaux honest. He's one of their speedy guys. He's not afraid to take off.
No.
0-1 pitch on the way. He fouled back into the netting on the first base side for strike number 2.
LJ's done a good job of getting ahead. This is one of Prairieville's top hitters right here.
McClure bats in the 3 spot for the Hurricanes. 0-2 pitch on the way outside for ball number 1. LJ seeing if he can get him to chase that one a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on first. Throw over to first. Gautreaux back in time. Keeps the count at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. McClure going to swing on that one. It is hit into the air. Reese going back forward, and he will give way to Gillette from first base, and that will record out number 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
Great job right there. LJ threw a good curveball right there, got him to pop up.
Good communication right there by the Yellow Jackets. So it looked like Gillette called off Reese, and he let him have it. Yes.
Yep.
Brings up Luke Gisclair, the right fielder for the Hurricanes.
There he goes.
Runner will go. This ball is hit. That is going to be hit in to left field and going to be caught by Stanley. And will make the runner get back to first and record out number 2.
Hit and run.
Nice catch in the outfield by Stanley on the left side. That ball was well hit by McClure. Excuse me, by Gisclair. Brings up the designated hitter. First pitch on the way. That's going to be outside for ball 1.
Devin was thinking about it.
That is 23, Riley Bonvillian for the Hurricanes.
Oh.
Pitch is going to hit him. And that will move him to first base, and it will put Gautreaux at second.
I think they got him in the helmet, did it? Yeah. All right, LJ's got 2. Just got to get this one right here.
Yep, 2 outs, runners on first and second. It is center fielder number 1, Cade Rowell. Now at the plate for the Hurricanes. Showing bunt. We'll pull it back for a high ball 1. Six 0 Prairieville with the lead over Denham Springs. Top of the 7th inning here from the campus of Denham Springs. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's going to be on the outside corner. Looked pretty decent from my standpoint, but it will be called ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Runners on first and second for the Hurricanes. Another high one in there for ball number 3. And it is 3-0. Three-0 pitch on the way. Inside corner for strike 1. Little delayed strike call there.
It was. Good job by LJ. See if he can get him back in there.
3 balls, 1 strike now. LJ will fire it. It will be high and inside for ball 4, and that will load the bases. Grant Gautreau over at third. Moves Bonvillian over to second. And puts Rowell at first with 2 outs and brings up Hudson Detman to the plate, left fielder. Got a timeout called on the field. What was some of your memorable mound visits, Coach, when you were with the Lady Jackets softball team? Anyone in particular where you can remember you were extremely feeling a certain way?
Actually, most of our mound visits were for strategy.
There you go, yeah.
Either to give our pitcher a break during a long inning or what we're going to do with the ball with less than 2 outs, what we want to do, if we want to give up the run and make sure we get the out or if we want to protect from the run. So that's basically what it was. It wasn't really anything bad.
None of the old classic Skip Bertman stories that you would hear of what he would say. Some of those pitchers he had.
I'm sure that visit was just to give LJ a breather so he can finish this off right here. And there it is.
Bases loaded. It is going to be hit to Watts in right field.
Run.
Watts chasing it down, and he makes the catch. What a catch by the right fielder. And that will end the inning. Bases will be loaded. And Prairieville unable to get any runs across. Great job by the Yellow Jackets there. And Watts with a great catch in right field ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is Prairieville 6, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op, your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. Demco, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in. It is Yellow Jackets Baseball. It is Prairieville 6, Denham Springs 0, but Yellow Jackets coming to the plate. See what they can get going here in the bottom of the 7th. Got to give a big shout out to Jaden Watts holding it down there in right field. He has made some great catches here tonight. It is Luke Wilson leading off for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch is going to get just past the pitcher. Second baseman will get it, gets it over to first in time for out number 1. Gets us back to the top of the lineup to Eli Parton, playing third base now after he and McPherson switched. He struck out back in the 5th, grounded out back in the 3rd, and popped out in the 1st. First pitch on the way to him, going to be in for strike 1. Starting to feel this umpire's pattern. I know.
No, he kind of looks away, then he points the other way. The strike.
0-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be outside. That was about where the other one was. That's what,
He's been pretty consistent all night, though. It's been pretty tight. Not too high.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. This one's going to be hit foul. Foul territory on the left-hand side. Keeping an eye on the weather here. 78 feels like 81. Wind gusting at 5 miles an hour, but looks like a little storm cell moving around the area.
Yes, and we actually have lighting on the outside of our safe circle coming this way from Baton Rouge.
1-2 pitch on the way.
Oh.
In there for strike 3. And that is out number 2. Strikeout for Easley for the Hurricanes.
Last chance for Denham right here to see if we can mount something.
Brings up the catcher, Devin Reese. He reached on a hit back in the 5th inning. First pitch on the way to him is going to be off the catcher's glove to the backstop for ball number 1. Yellow Jackets down to their last out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Going to be outside for ball number 2. Catcher Gotro try to frame that one. That one's in there for a strike. So it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike now for Reese. Two 2-1 pitch on the way, well outside for ball number 2. Ooh, ball number 3. You're right. My mistake. Thanks, Darren.
3-1.
Darren's got to keep me in check sometimes. 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit into the backstop for a foul. Ball number 2. Strike number 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Devin Reese. Seeing if he can try to extend this inning for the Yellow Jackets. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Easley will look in. Payoff pitch on the way, going to be high over the head of Devin Reese, and he will walk it on down to first base. Brings in your center fielder, batting in the 3-hole. It is number 1, Blaze Bergeron.
Been on twice by hit by pitch.
Yep. Back in the 1st and in the 4th. Courtesy runner, it is Simon Davis coming in again for Devin Reese, the catcher. Bergeron batting from the left-hand side. First pitch on the way to him, going to be high across the letters for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on.
See if he can beat this out.
Shortstop will pick it up, and everyone's going to be safe. It will be a base hit.
Yeah, Blaze runs really, really well. We really do have good team speed.
The shortstop, Liam Watkins, unable to make the play and probably wisely held on to that one. So now you got runners at first and second for Denham Springs. Brings up Parker Stanley for Denham Springs with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. That one is going to be fouled out of play
Parker
on the first base side.
Yep, Parker went after that first pitch.
Easily. Looks the runner at second, throws it, and he will be back in time as Devin Reese. Reese had a pretty decent lead there, but able to get back. It'll be 0-1 count for Blaze, and that will be in there for ball 1. Excuse me, for Stanley. 2 outs here for the Yellow Jackets, bottom of the 7th. 1-1 pitch on the way outside, going to get past the catcher for a pass ball, and that will move the runners. So Reese now at third, Bergeron at second, and it is a 2-1 count for Parker Stanley. First pitch on the way to Stanley, going to be high and inside. Got a score update for a district matchup between Live Oak and Sandoval, now tied up at 6 apiece. As always, thanks to Mr. Robert Graves for those updates.
Yeah, that game's in the 5th inning.
3-1 pitch will be outside for ball 4, and the Yellow Jackets have the bases loaded.
First baseman, number 23, Tanner Gillette.
Reese at third, Bergeron at second, and Stanley at first. Tanner Gillette, first baseman, up to the plate. People with a watchful eye on the weather now is seeing some lightning flashes around the area.
Yes, we have some, according to our system, we have something coming in from Baton Rouge over there, but it's right on the outside of our ring, so we can see it from up here, but as long as that horn doesn't go off, we're good right now.
Bases loaded with 2 outs.
Base hit.
Going to be a base hit right up the middle. 1 run will come in. And Yellow Jackets staying alive here as they get on the board. 1 run with a hit in. Bases remain loaded. So Reese will cross home plate for the Yellow Jackets' first run of the night. Bergeron over to third. Stanley at second, and Gillette at first, and Joseph Bernard, shortstop, up to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. Oh, is that a pinch hit? All right, so we got a pinch hitter for Bernard.
Robert Stroud.
You know, Coach, what makes you feel old? There's several players on the field right now that I graduated with their mothers. I looked at some of the names, did a double check, and was like, yep, that's definitely them.
I know the feeling.
All right, so Robert Stroud will come in with bases loaded, 1 run in for the Yellow Jackets. It is 2 outs. Stroud batting from the left side. Easley, right-handed pitcher for the Hurricanes. First pitch on the way. That is going to be hit deep into left field and just foul.
Well, just telling foul out there.
Stroud going opposite field, and that one looked like it was about to just drop in.
Good job from Stroud.
In left field, yeah.
Yeah, coming off the bench and attacking the first pitch he sees.
A 1 count for Stroud to that long foul ball. A 1 pitch on the way, low and inside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. 1 run in for the Yellow Jackets. They trail 6-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Easley will look in, rocks and fires outside for ball number 2. Two balls and a strike now for Stroud. Pinch hitting for the shortstop, Joseph Bernard. Two-one pitch on the way, well outside for ball 3.
Tell you what, Stroud's done a great job coming in off the bench, being patient, swinging at only his pitch in his hands, and getting it in a 3-1 count.
Three balls and a strike, 2 outs, 3-1 pitch. Easily looks in. Pitch on the way, outside for ball 4. They will walk 1 in. So Bergeron will come in from third base on the walk. Stroud with a massive at-bat right there. As you said it, Coach, to come off the bench like that and patient after that first long swing on the first pitch.
Yes.
He went after it, and then to sit there in the box and Wait for your pitch. That didn't come. Great job there by Robert Stroud in the pitch hit.
Coach Cowan going to the pin right here.
All right, we will take a pitch and change timeout. We play it in the bottom of the 7th. Yellow Jackets 2 runs in. They trail 6-2 over Prairieville. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care in Central, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Triton Outpatient Clinic, El King Company, and Todd Caruso, Attorney at Law. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets Baseball here on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. As always, make sure you give it a like and subscribe. It is on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. Josh Ward alongside Coach David Bourke, and Coach, Yellow Jackets down to their last out here is really starting to get something a little going. It is now bases loaded. They have 2 outs, but 2 runs in now for Denham Springs. And I said it earlier in the game, just really love the approach at the plate by this Yellow Jackets team here tonight.
Yeah, the approach has been the same all night. You know, we've done a great job of not striking out and swinging at good pitches. We just haven't been able to find a hole, and we finally have people on base and see if we can capitalize here.
Coming in to pitch for the Hurricanes will be number 16. That is Ashton Riviera, right-handed pitcher, junior for the Hurricanes, trying to get the Hurricanes out of this one and back to Prairieville. It is Jaden Watts at the plate now for Denham Springs. First pitch on the way to him, going to be high and inside for ball 1. Jaden Watts has had a great defensive night in right field for the Yellow Jackets. 1-0 pitch on the way to him. That one's going to be high across the letters for ball 2. Yellow Jackets 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 7th. Trying to get a few more in.
He'll be looking at a couple of pitches here. Let him throw us a strike first.
Here's the pitch, and that is going to be in there for ball 3. Okay. Thought that one was on the line, but it is a 3-0 count now for Jaden Watts. And it is going to be ball 4. They'll walk another one in. Parker Stanley will come in for run number 3.
14, Cole McPherson.
Moves Chalette over to third. It will be Stroud at second. And now Watts at first, and brings up Cole McPherson.
With another pitching change.
And another pitching change.
Number 9.
Coach Cade Catlin just trying to get it back on the bus. Let's see. Number 9 now for the Hurricanes coming in. That is going to be Brennan Buckner. He is going to be a right-handed pitcher, junior for him as well. Only 2 pitchers for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Bryson Smith went most of the distance, and then it was L.J. Forshey. Let's see what the Hurricanes can do here. Now they are, again, it is junior right-handed pitcher Brennan Buckner coming in for the Hurricanes. 3 runs now in for the Yellow Jackets here in the bottom of the 7th.
And we're at the bottom of our order, 8, 9, and 1, which our whole lineup actually has speed and can swing the bat.
It will be Cole McPherson coming up to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. Been a fairly quiet night for McPherson at the plate, but no time better than now to get a nice rip.
Yeah, this game has become really interesting.
Yes.
push one more across there, and it's going to really make people nervous in the stands.
All right, so it will be McPherson coming up to the plate. Left-handed batter for the Yellow Jackets. Facing the new right-handed pitcher, Buckner, for the Hurricanes. Bases are loaded. It is 2 outs. Here's the pitch, swung on. Fouled back behind backstop for strike 1.
Cole going after the first pitch right here. Cole gets his pitch. He can do some damage right here.
0-1 pitch on the way outside for ball 1. Continuing to watch the weather here. We see those little flashes off in the distance every once in a while, but still within our bubble here. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is going to be fouled back into the backstop for strike 2.
Cole just missed that one. Cole got that one in on his hands. Had a great swing at it.
So it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes for McPherson. With 2 outs and bases loaded. 1-2 pitch is on the way. Going to be outside for ball 2. He ends up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Cole just does a great job to get him even in the count.
Buckner will look in. Delivers the 2-2. That is going to be swung on for strike 3. And the Yellow Jackets will go down swinging, but they did not go down without a fight. They will leave 3 runners stranded to end this one here. And the final will be Prairieville 6, Denham Springs 3. And this District 5-5A contest between the Hurricanes and the Yellow Jackets. We will be back to start wrapping this one up here. We'll be back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry, and Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98.
And the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better.
So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy located in Denham Springs at 145 Aspen Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jack and Vision, are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy and Gift Shop, Sport Clips, Modad Companies, Baton Rouge KOA Campground of Denham Springs, Dr. Brandon Wax, the Eye Center of Denham Springs, Shea Landry Milestone Title, Livingston Parish Assessor Jeff Taylor, and Brandon and Courtney Rishu with Whistle Stop Cafe. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back in to the post-game show wrap-up here from the campus of Denham Springs High School. 6-3 going to be the final here. Yellow Jackets will fall in this one, but just going over some of the stats there, Yellow Jackets ended up out-hitting Prairieville by a margin of 6-3. Wait, what was it? 7-6. Yeah, 7-6 out-hit the Hurricanes there. And, I know we talked about it all night, but I think the story of the game, no doubt, will be that second inning where you gave up the 5 runs. But just how you battled back in that one and what you came back here and did, just the patience and the approach at the plate. really says a lot about what this team is trying to get to. And when you're down and you're fighting through injuries and all that, those are the little things you got to do at the plate to be successful and try to keep yourself in games.
Yeah, I mean, we have a really young team. I don't know if people realize that. I mean, you take that second inning, we give up an infield ball right through the infield, another one, then they get a big hit there, which leads to the 5 runs. We ended up out hitting them, like you said. We end up loading the bases in the 7th inning right there with a chance to either tie it or actually change the whole complexion of the game and win it.
Yeah, I mean, they really had an opportunity there. And when you talk about someone like Robert Stroud, who came into that pitch hitting spot, and we talked how he hit that long one down the left hand, down the left hand side that goes just foul. That one would have been huge there. But then he comes back and is extremely patient at the plate.
Yes.
And extends the inning, which allow the Yellow Jackets to continue to try to have an opportunity here. And that's what you like to see in a game like this. Just continue to see that fight, doing those little things, the baseball thing, some of the statistics that you do that you can't really coach sometimes. It has to be that player at the plate taking that approach.
Yeah. Bryce wasn't really as sharp as he was against Live Oak, but, he did his job. He kept us in there one bad inning, gave us a chance. We had our chances to scratch a run here and there. We didn't get the hit when we needed to. It's amazing. You got to get that hit when you need it. A hit with nobody on base doesn't count for anything. So they got the timely hits. We didn't. And that's the score, 6-3.
It is, and you've been through times like this when you were a head coach with the Lady Jackets there on the softball field, and when you're going through those moments as a coach, what's the biggest challenge for you?
Just try to keep our spirits up. It's been a long season. We've battled. We haven't quit. This last inning shows you. The guys are going to lace them up and continue to play, but that's the whole thing, man. We got another one to play. We got a chance at winning the next game. Got to take that one. We still got some games left in district, some important games, actually, even though it's been a long season. Win here, a couple wins here, there, and we can put ourselves in a position where we're looking at the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's just what you continue to try to fight for is that, and feeling that it's not out of reach when other people may tell you that it is.
Right.
This team, and clearly what you've seen tonight, and again, we referenced the 6-0 outing that Smith did have against Live Oak that was a big win for the Yellow Jackets in that one, and then going toe-to-toe with Dutchtown and really had an opportunity to win that one against the number 3 team in the state right now as far as power ratings are concerned. So you're right there with some really good teams, and I know as a coach sometimes it's hard to get young people to understand, like, you're just that close. You just got to keep the fight at it, and you've seen that here tonight. So I think as a coach, you got to be proud as that. I think as players, you just get around your brothers and say, hey, we got to keep fighting together with this thing.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody's frustrated, but you got to keep it inside that locker room. We're right there, guys. A hit here, a hit there, and this game is completely different. We really didn't play that bad to lose, but we didn't get a hit when we needed to. So, yeah, that's the thing, is to keep our spirits up and lace them up and try the next one.
When you're going down this last stretch of the season where where you're in full district mode right now, you play at your place and you flip and go to their place. They will be at Prairieville on Thursday night. And now you've got a team, you kind of see, how you readjust. What do you do in practice when you have just that Wednesday off and you go back on Thursday? What kind of things are you working on during that time period?
You just got to get back to work. We have the facilities now. We have an indoor facility with the weather coming, We don't know what's going to happen, but we can get some work done in the cages, whatever it is. We can continue to work, continue to grind till we get to that next game. And that's what it's about. Baseball, softball, it's a funny game, man. One hit here, it's a bad luck game. It'll break your heart. You just got to continue grinding until you get a shot, and then you hopefully it goes your way.
There's a few games that I'm sure you wish your players, and I'm sure some of them do, that they have short memories, because some of those real close ones where you're like that, especially like Dutchtown, like you feel like you're right there against a really good team, and then you lose it, and then you got to turn right back around, and the grind doesn't stop. So it's just it's just how you keep that thing going. But Coach, I'm gonna let you get out of here. We're gonna take a timeout. When we come back, we'll be with head coach Craig Costello. But your thoughts on this one here tonight? Yellow Jackets gave it all they could.
They did, and they're fun to watch. We got a young group. I love watching them in the hallways here. They're going to be fun to watch for the next 2-3 years. So they're going to be something special. You just got to be patient, and they're going to keep grinding because they're not going to break, and good days are ahead.
Yep, absolutely. Coach, Good job tonight. We will see you Thursday for Lady Jackets and the Lady Griffins on the softball field.
Okay,
Back after
Josh.
this on the postgame wrap-up here from the campus of Denham Springs. Again, 6-3, the final, Prairieville over Denham Springs. We're back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op, your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. Demco, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets baseball. Josh Ward now joined by head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Craig Costello. Coach, I know a tough one here tonight, but man, really like the way your guys battled, man, against a good Prairieville team. You know, you're down 6-0, and you made this game really interesting here in the 7th.
Right. I mean, our guys have fought all year.
They really have.
We've had some games that have gotten away from us earlier in the season, and majority of it is because of inexperience and just a mistake here and there. But when we've played consistent, and when we've done a better job, we've found ways to scratch and claw and get back in the ball game and give ourselves an opportunity. And that's really what we just continue to ask the guys is, hey, give ourselves a chance at the end of the game to be able to be one swing away or one pitch away from having an opportunity to win.
Got to give a lot of credit to your guys in the batter's box. Talk about some serious patience, man, what they were able to do when some of those counts looked to not be in their favor. They would fight back in it and just really patient at the plate, and the approach at the plate. Really impressed with that here tonight.
It's young guys. I mean, it's a lot of young hitters that are in that lineup, and the biggest thing we're telling them is that we can't go chasing. We can't make it easier for the guy on the mound. You know, if he's nibbling or if he's missing, you know, we got to be willing to take a walk. You know, we're right now, we're not built to drive a lot of balls in the gap and score multiple runs on one swing. We can, but we got to force the guy to be over the middle of the plate or over the white of the plate to give ourselves a better chance. But once we go fishing and chasing after pitches, you know, obviously it swings the at-bat, and now we're in trouble.
Talked about Bryson Smith and what he was able to do at Live Oak the other night, where he pitches the one-hit shutout, and you'll win that one 6-0. This one here, maybe not quite the start he wanted to, but after that second inning, he kind of found a little bit of rhythm and settled in, and thought that he battled in some counts really well.
He did. He got behind a little bit in that second inning, and then obviously they were able to get some guys on, move them around using the bunt game, and then what happened is that, you know, they get back to the top of their lineup, which the top of their lineup is pretty good. Their catcher, the Gotro kid, he's a really good hitter. We saw it last year. He hammers, you know, fastballs over the plate. And, you know, what happened is they got their right guy up in the right spot, and he drove some runs in. But I thought Bryson did a great job after that, responding and putting up zeros to give our offense a chance. I mean, that's all you can really ask. I mean, you're going to have innings like that. But putting up zeros after that is the most important thing.
Is that a message that you have to your team? Like, guys, we're right here with some really good teams. You know, Dutchtown, you lose that one when you had an opportunity there. This one, you give up the one crooked number in the second. The rest of the time, if not, I mean, you're in a really close game here. And then still at the end, you had an opportunity. But, you know, it's just trying to get rid of those one innings that doom you.
Right. And I think that what happens is the inexperience that happens. And then, you know, I know our guys are frustrated. I don't blame them for being frustrated. Heck, we all get frustrated because we feel like we're so close, but things just don't go our way. And when you don't see the result go your way, you tend to get more frustrated. And, you know, I hate to say same old song and dance, but, you know, it's hard to not get that way. So our mission and our goal and the message consistently is to keep fighting, because, guys, it's not going to stay like this. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a swing. I mean, take a Prairieville last year, you know, as a brand new program. They had some tough losses. They battled with some teams, and they had some games that they probably thought that they should have won. And now you look at them, they're a top 10 team with some really good players. And like I tell our guys, this is only getting them more prepared for what's coming. And, you know, I think that the more they continue to go out there and play, the more they continue to fight, the better chance we have moving forward.
A couple of players I want to talk about as well. Jaden Watts in the outfield there in right field. Wow, what a night he had. He made some really spectacular catches out there. And, Coach Bourke was saying sometimes the lights here at this stadium can be a little tricky on you, and he was spot on in right field tonight.
He got inserted probably about week 3, and he's done a good job in the outfield. Athletically, Jaden's probably one of the more the athletic guys we have. He just didn't have a lot of time on the field in varsity contests, so he was a little behind at the plate. But defensively, we knew he can go track down the baseball. He can play all 3 outfield spots. We know athletically he can go run down and catch the baseball.
And talk about Robert Stroud and when he came in, just what he was able to do at the plate there to extend this game for you, and obviously ended up giving you a chance there at the end. And you leave the bases loaded there, but it wasn't from a lack of effort and a lot of people doing their job there late in this game.
Correct. Robert's come off the bench a lot and pinch hit for us. He's come off the bench more frequently later this year. And he's a kid that goes to JV games, gets more at bats, so he's staying prepared. And that's all you can ask a kid to do. He doesn't complain about, having to go hit at JV or anything like that. So I'm proud of him because he's starting to see some success when he comes off the bench and give us a little bit of a spark because we know he can run into a ball, but at the same time, guys that can run into balls and do things like that, especially when you pinch hit, they get a little too aggressive and they don't take their walk. So I'm proud of him for doing that. And he, like I said, he's had a pretty good 2 weeks of coming off the bench and giving our offense a little bit of a jolt.
And you end up on the final stat sheet out hitting Prairieville 7-6. So how do you build on this as you got to flip around and go to Prairieville on Thursday?
Well, the message was clear. I mean, guys, they're not 6-1 better than us, and I know it ended up being 6-3, but obviously we were chasing 6 runs the whole game. They're not 6 runs better than us. They are if we don't eliminate the free passes and the walks and the hit batters, then anybody is better than us. But if you eliminate those things, we're looking at a 1-run ball game, in that bottom of the 7th inning when you had back-to-back innings with bases loaded. So it's different whenever their guy has to pitch in those pressure situations, and the ball can go either way at that point in time. But you got to put ourselves in a better spot.
Yep, no doubt. Coach, appreciate you joining us here. I know it's not always easy after some of these tough games like that, but good luck Thursday over at Prairieville, and we will see you back here next Tuesday.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Catch Coach Craig Costello of the Yellow Jackets. We're back after this time out on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Your local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center, more than just a sports store.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Back in on Yellow Jackets baseball as we wrap it up here. Again, 6-3 the final, but the Yellow Jackets with a valiant effort here will fall in this district contest to the Prairieville Hurricanes, but they will head over to Prairieville on Thursday for another district matchup with the Hurricanes. All right, so we will be with you on Thursday night. It will be the Lady Jackets and the Lady Griffins over from Northside Field. It will be Darren Ferrente and Coach David Bourke on the call with you for that one. Hope you can join them if you can't make it out, because it should be another game there and another opportunity for these Lady Jackets to get back out on the field. I want to thank everyone for tuning in here tonight. If you're watching at DS Jacket Vision, always make sure you give it a like and subscribe. If you join us on Family Radio 91.9 FM or on the web at johnfineproductions.com, no matter where you get it, great to have you along here with us. We're going to close it out here from Denham Springs. Again, the final 6-3 as the Yellow Jackets will fall in this one. But again, another great effort by Coach Craig Costello and his crew. I want to thank Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, Christine Pappas on the camera, Darren Ferrente on-site producer, Coach David Bourke, John Fine. I'm Josh Ward saying good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Denham Springs High School baseball broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube. Please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. Josh Ward on play-by-play, with David Bourke on color commentary. Denham Springs High School baseball broadcasts are a John Fine production.